Jim, our producer Peter Shacknow tells me today that if the Dow can rise today, that's 8 straight gains. We haven't done that since September of 2019.
Well, look, this is a different time. And you pick up the Wall Street Journal. What's the lead story? Air travel showing signs of turning quarter. Next, banks eye cash reserves for profits. Then the next, housing boom is different. Then the next, positive article about Tesla. Another one, China, don't invest there. I mean, the money is coming here. And I just think that when I hear that, I know there'll be people who say, wait a second, that is a bad sign, or they want to take the other side of the trade. But I listened to Scott Kirby this morning in United Air. I listened to these upgrades of the cruise lines and how they're able to raise rates. And, David, I come back and say, you know what? It's a good time to invest. Sorry.
I understand why you might think that it is a good time to invest, given the potential avalanche, by the way, you didn't even mention, of cash that may come in as a result, at least, of some of the checks that are going out right now. Not much of it, but enough of it could make a difference as well.
It's going to Square. Cash App buy. Robinhood, Cash App buy. Robinhood trying to get extra money. David, there are people lining up to get into Lucid Air cars. My car! Do you see that? Anybody see that on Twitter? I'm interviewing Lucid, and who sneaks in?
I wondered how long it would take for him to get upset about this.
9:01.
Yeah, we hit it quick. Yeah, yesterday. Well, it happens that I do have an existing relationship with the sponsor of the SPAC that took Lucid public, as you well know, and he happened to be here, Mr. Klein, and he called me and said, "Come out." And we've known each other a very long time.
I like Michael
I didn't
Klein
even know
now.
Rawlinson was there.
I like Michael Klein until just now. And I did not know that.
Oh, my God. And then I got in the car, and I took some pictures. What's the problem?
Now,
you got a problem?
No, but I bring this up, Carl, for a particular reason. You do have a genuine excitement. Now, we could say we have genuine excitement like we did in 1999, or we have genuine excitement about a company that has $5 billion, the largest SPAC, can build 3 assembly lines with that cash if things work out. And this is different from 99. I keep hearing people saying it's the same thing. But you know what? There are very shrewd operators who are doing a lot of great things. And Peter Rawlinson, if you believe in Tesla, maybe he is next Tesla. And if you're a 20-year-old kid watching our show who's going to get the stimulus check, I bet you buy Lucid over Tesla, which is Churchill Capital for. It's going to happen.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of headlines in the auto sector, which we'll get to later in the hour, guys. One of them is just the capital raise, new stock offering over at Nikola. Some comments from VW and Ford, Jim, about the chip shortage. Overall, though, this notion that the cycle, in the words of Morgan Stanley this morning, is going to run hotter but shorter than many exist. Big thematic note out of Morgan Stanley today that basically argues Fed rate hikes could come not in 24 as most think is going to happen, but maybe as early as Q3 of 23 and maybe sooner.
Look, I'm watching some of the companies where the earnings are being pulled through. And you have to just look at these airlines and just make a sense that 2023 is going to be red hot. The cruise ships, 2023, they could inflect in 2022. I think that things are I like the Costin view, the Goldman view. This is going to happen, but we can sustain it. I do think, though, and the utilities were doing well yesterday, but I do think there's so much to like. I mean, David, did you see all of these price target raises for Caterpillar, for Deere, for Cummins?
Right.
You know what? Those companies are doing terrifically, too. So we have a lot of companies doing very well.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.